Hi fans, I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and today we're going to take a look at the DarkRock F140 Black PC Cooling Fan. And obviously this is a little bit different than the retail box, at least I think it's different, or maybe they're just trying to keep their costs down, which is a wise choice, especially in today's tariff-driven terror market. So this is the fan itself. This is again, this is a 140 if you didn't catch that. Fairly standard as far as what you're going to see from the lighting. It's got standard ARGB and PWM. So we'll take a look at the lights. And here it is. And aside from just traces of light on the sides from the points here from the lines, and then on this edge, it's all just really on the front here. There's nothing special going on the back. There's only the one infinity mirror, and I'll turn this on so you can see what it looks like with the blades in motion. Pretty standard, nothing special as far as that is concerned. All right, so let's now go ahead and listen to the sound. And here we go, we've got it on low right now. I can hear harmonic resonance. There's more. Now that one was a low one. This one is a high one now. And a low one as well. There's another high one. And another high one. Low. High. High. I'm not sure if I'm not detecting the lows anymore because of the noise overwhelming them, or if there just isn't anymore. The high one has not gone away. So that is what it sounds like on maximum. And as far as the static pressure is concerned, I would give this about a, well, probably about a 2.5 for the static pressure, 2.5 millimeters of water, that is, which is okay. Not amazing, but it's okay. And that means that this fan is suitable for the case, for air coolers, and for water coolers, radiators that are not particularly dense or thick. So I wouldn't use it on, say, the Height Q80 or the Arctic liquid freezers. And I forgot to turn on the light again. Sorry about that. I was in the dark, and hopefully you weren't. But yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. All right, so the DarkRock F140 PWM ARGB Infinity DR-FAN-F140-BK is a $14 fan. So that makes it a reasonably priced fan for what you're getting. I think it's really reasonably priced. So it seems like they're trying to compete with like Arctic and Thermalright, and that's a good thing. We need more competition on that end, especially with the tariff wars that are going on that are destroying the world economy and the computer industry as well. It's compliant with CE, made in China, 140 millimeters. Now, when I was holding it, I felt like, wow, this is a little bit thicker than normal. And you know, it says it's a 25 millimeter, but I actually used my calipers and it's 26.3. So yeah, it's a little bit thicker than normal. Keep that in mind in case you're trying to fit it into a tight spot where there's no extra leeway. 125 millimeters between the mounting holes, 9 blades, 220 grams, 50,000 hours of life. And then I added these lines to help me when I'm filling things in. It's got ARGB lights, but I don't know how many made by. It does have compatibility with Asus because that's what I'm using, but I don't know what else it has compatibility. Wow. I don't know what else it is compatible with because they didn't bother to list that information. 800 to 1800 RPMs plus or minus 10%. But what I found was that it was a little bit high on both sides, 840 to 1890. Yeah, I did test the RPMs. I've been doing that with the fans for a little while now, trying to get caught up on that information now that I've refound my reflective tape for my RPM meter, my tachometer, as they call it, digital tachometer. All right, so the airflow is 61 and a half. That is in CFMs. I'm actually doing real measurements in CMHs, and we're going to discuss that in the comparison video that I'm going to do, but this one does pretty well. And the static pressure is supposed to be 2.16. I think that is pretty accurate. The decibels are supposed to be from 12.3 to 29. I noticed it seemed to be a little bit quieter than that when I did some preliminary evaluation of sound. But it does have a lot of like random noises between around 700 to 1600 megahertz. Or maybe it was hertz, I'm not really sure. I wasn't paying close attention. It's probably just hertz. But there are a lot of those. Surprisingly large amount of those. And then the control cable is 62 centimeters long with daisy chaining but no sleeving. The ARGB cable is 55 centimeters long with daisy chaining and no sleeving. PWM and standard ARGB connectors. I'm not sure about the bearings. Let me just double check and see if I missed it here. You can follow along with me. Oh, hydraulic bearings. There we go. So it's that's good to have. Why isn't? Oh, I know why it's not showing it. It must be too small for it to show it. There we go. So it's hydraulic bearings. I made it too tiny. 12 volts, 3 watts, 0.25 amps, 5 volts for the ARGB. Aside from that, there's really nothing else to tell you for the volts and watts and stuff. It doesn't have indicators of direction of rotation and flow. Turns in a clockwise direction. Comes with 4. Oops, why is that there? That should be over here. It comes with 4 fan bolts, and it does have corner cushions. And that's all there is.
I need to ask for your help. Things have been challenging. Whose life hasn't been challenging lately? So if you can please help me out by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and turning on notifications, that would be really, really super. Also, if you'd like to help me financially and you can't afford to, you can do a super thanks on my Glenn's Fast Reviews channel, or you can become a member there. Or if you prefer, you can go to patreon.com/GLENNMII and become a member there instead. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Bleeping Computer for their support of my channel. If you need resources for computers, for getting rid of malware and learning about cybersecurity and stuff, Bleeping Computer, BLEEPING computer.com is a great resource. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.